Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Daily Update, my 1000 days challenge. This is day 598. So let's get things started. Alright, like what I mentioned, equity wise, no change. I'm not entering any trade right now for main trading account setup, and that's purely based on the signal I get. On the other hand, in terms of the experimental trade setup, like what I mentioned, I place it on hold because right now I'm in the midst of actually moving house. So in addition to that, I'm also in the midst of actually shifting in terms of my career or my day job in that sense. So a lot of things happening on the back end. So I'm actually putting my experimental trade setup on hold. So let's see how things goes. Probably I'll resume the experimental trade setup probably in the middle or most likely in late of next month itself, which is the end of April itself. So as of now, I'm putting in a neutral state and I don't intend to reopen any unnecessary trade simply because when it comes to trading wise, it's not so much as to taking all the trades, not so much as taking random trades, but taking consistent trades itself and sticking to your rules. And over time, that probability will play in your favor. But if you do take selected trade, like here and there, then it's not gonna give you very consistent result. You could potentially be making profit, you could potentially be making loss, but that means that the strategy doesn't really comes into play as long as it doesn't have sufficient trade to make that edge be in your favor in that sense. All right, other than that, looking in terms of the market structure update itself, as it is Monday. So on the weekly market structure wise, we did close a little bit on a neutral to bullish one. We did have a green bullish candlestick. Volume wise, not extremely strong. So I will still say that tentatively on the weekly chart, we still looks to be clearly consolidating right now. Although there's a lack of selling pressure right now, it's still hard to say whether we'll have a sharp drop towards the 26K region or even lower, the 20K region itself, whereby we could face a very strong bounce in that sense. So that could definitely be a case similarly to what we have over here. So let's see how things goes, but ultimately right now we are still in somewhat like a neutral kind of territory leaning towards a little bit of bearishness, but let's see how things goes. On the daily chart itself, we do see a potential. We did see a breakout over here, and right now the key thing is we would like it to be supported over here, the 50 and 20 exponential moving average. That would be the key criteria for things to still look bullish in terms of short-term wise. Tentatively, I might mention over here, there's a lot of resistance over here, which is why it's normal to see that there's a little bit of a selling pressure. The key thing is, would the selling pressure be able to tip off and push more sellers to sell? Or would it be lack of a selling pressure, in other words, pulling in the buyers to actually buy in anticipation of further push in that sense? So let's see how things goes. I'm definitely on the neutral on the ground, and on the forward chart, things still looks to be a little choppy. Over here, we definitely seem to have some sort of retracement pullback. I don't see a strong selling pressure, even though there's a spike in terms of volume wise, but the price wise is actually not seeing a strong sell, which is definitely a good sign. But of course, let's see how things goes. The key thing is you definitely need to be supported at least 40K mark for mid-term cover, or for short-term cover, bullish pressure or momentum to carry on. All right, otherwise, that's more or less about it. I don't see any potential trade even on a 4-hour price action trade likewise. I'll still continue to trade the 4-hour price action trade if there's any. Other than that, nothing too much. And if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.